Hello everyone, today we're going to work on another audio issue, the recordings I have in the workshop. Up till March I was using my phone microphone, which did produce decent quality audio recordings, but it had some problems. So this is how the phone microphone sounds. This is what I used until March. And I'm sure my voice sounds okay, not great, but still acceptable. But the biggest problem was if I started handling stuff, making some noise, the microphone picked up a lot of that, and well, it was a problem. So obviously that wasn't great. As I said, I was happy enough with my audio quality, so I didn't want to go with a fancy option. And looking through online, the easiest thing to use with my recording setup, which is basically an iPhone 11 Pro with a gimbal DJI Osmo Mobile 3, was the Rode VideoMic MV88. It's a shotgun mic that attaches to the lightning port on the bottom of your iPhone, and well, being from Rode, you expect it to sound decent, so I ordered that, and this is what I got. Motor, but I tried recording without the gimbal and the problem was still there. So that was just a quick recording of me explaining why I had some problems with this microphone, but I obviously cut it short to not basically torture you. So yeah, hopefully you heard the problem. It picked up a lot of interference and it sounded just horrible. And apparently this is a fairly common problem with this product. Looking through the reviews, I see a lot of people that had similar issues. And I did try turning airplane mode on. I did try using off gimbal just in case the gimbal motor was interfering, and I tried a lot of different things that I could think of, but nothing worked. So obviously I returned this and looked for other options. From here I had two options. One of the options was getting a similar product, basically a lightning attached shotgun microphone. And for that, I think my only option that I could find in my country was the Shure MVL, which cost almost triple the price, and well, it's from Shure, so probably sounds good, but yeah, I also read some problems about it picking interference, and honestly I didn't want to risk it. And the other option was getting a separate shotgun microphone that you attach using just back in the day included lightning to headphone jack adapter and the TRRS cable. So I went that direction, but the most popular choice in that area was the Rode VideoMic Micro, which looks like a decent product, but after having a bad experience with a Rode microphone, I didn't want to risk it again. Even though I'm right now recording on a Rode microphone, this is not a criticism of their general product range, but yeah, after a bad experience with a Rode VideoMic, I didn't want to buy another Rode VideoMic. And while I was reading the comments of that VideoMic Micro, I saw quite a few people recommend a Boya microphone that apparently sounds just as good. So I decided to go with that, and well, this is how it sounds. I'm on the new microphone now, and yeah, let's see how it sounds. I'll obviously know when I start editing the video and review it. Well, there is no interference problem with this one, obviously, but my voice sounds like I'm talking behind a cardboard box while also wearing a N95 mask or something. It's really not that great. So I wasn't too happy with this either, but I kind of was half expecting this. I mean, for the price tag, it was too good to be true. And just for comparison, if we also include the TRRS adapter, this thing costs like less than a quarter of the VideoMic Micro setup. So as I said, this was something I expected, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. So yeah, I didn't want to use this microphone either, and that's why a lot of the videos I uploaded in March were voiceovered, because my phone microphone recordings were bad. Didn't use the VideoMic MV88 because I returned it, but I used this and I just wasn't too happy with it when I was editing the video. So I decided to take a break and come back to it in April, and that's what I did. Now back then when I was choosing the microphones, I wanted to go with a shotgun microphone. That's because shotgun microphones are usually cardioid, which means that if you point it at yourself, it really should pick up your voice and not much else, especially nothing behind it. And that's an important factor for my decision, because as you saw in the beginning of the video, I do handle stuff like real examples of that would be electronics, or just me handling plates, or in that March video it was extrusions clanking together or anti-static bags, you know, stuff like that. I don't want the microphone to pick that stuff up. And the shotgun microphone option seemed the most reasonable option at the time, but obviously the ones I tried didn't work that well, so I decided to now go the lavalier direction. Lavalier mics usually are omnidirectional. I know other types exist, but I'm just saying that's what's most common, and that's the reason I didn't want to try them. But realistically, the lavalier mic is supposed to be close to your mouth, so you know, your voice will be the loudest thing in the recording by nature of it. So in the end, I decided it wasn't a big deal, and I think I was right. And as for the microphone I went with Shure MVL. There was also a Rode option for the lavalier at the same price range, but again, after having a bad experience with Rode, I didn't want to buy a Rode microphone again, so I went with the Shure microphone. And finally, I think I got decent recordings. So I'm just going to start from the beginning, start from the phone microphone, move to the Boya microphone, and then the Shure microphone. I'm going to skip the Rode one because I returned it and I can't record a comparison, but yeah, the other three, you can hear them and you can hear the difference, and hopefully you agree with me. So again, this is how my voice sounded like on the phone microphone, and if we simulate me handling stuff, this is how much it picked up. And this is how the Boya mic sounds like, and this is how much that picks up. And finally, this is how the lavalier mic sounds like, and this is how it sounds like if I'm making some noise while I'm showing stuff. So out of the three, I feel like the Shure MVL sounded the best. Obviously it doesn't sound as good as this recording, which is recorded on a Rode NT USB. It is A, much more expensive, and B, larger, so you know, it's apples and oranges. You can't really expect the lavalier mic to sound as good as this, but for the price and for the size and for every other factor involved, I think the Shure MVL works really well, so I'm fairly happy with the decision. And I just wanted to make this video just to walk you through the process of finding a good microphone for what I do. So I hope this was interesting to you. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like down below, and thanks for watching.